fight really hard. We play with a lot of energy. But I'll tell you one thing, this team is really special. And you ain't coming to my house playing that water bottle flip game again. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are, king, what do you call yourself, king, queen, princess, whatever you are. You know what? We're going to fight. And nobody out there going to punk us. So we're just going out there, play our game, and I think we're just going to get better and better every day.
Kanter said, and I'm going to quote it, you can call yourself king, queen, princess, wherever.
That's corny. He caught what? What does it say it again?
You can call yourself king, queen, princess. You're not going to punk us.
Well, I'm the king, my wife is the queen, and my daughter is the princess. So we got all three covered.
What happened with you and Enes and Frank on that play there?
Nothing.
Make a dinner reservation?
Never that. You know, nothing. Nothing. I mean, we got the win. That's. I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna say that guy's name again. Anyways, next question, please.
Max?
Yep.
Whose side are you on, LeBron or Kanter?
I'm on Kanter's side here, actually. I'm on Kanter's side. Oh, you're a Knicks fan. No, man, I gave up the Knicks, and I'm not worried about the Knicks. First of all, I want to say something about the Knicks, Stephen A. And when the Bledsoe rumors were flying around, you put me up on, so Stephen A. hears a lot from around the league. And one of the reasons the Knicks didn't want to pull the trigger on the trade, reportedly,
that was the reason,
is because ntilikina has size. And if you look at the way the league is going, everyone talks small ball. No, that's just in terms of the skill set. You can do what small people can do. If you can play that with bigs, with bigger, you're going to be even better. And the Knicks with Porzingis at 7'3", with Kanter at 6'11", with a long point guard ntilikina, they're doing that, and it's already starting to work, right? So the Knicks are okay. They're better than they were supposed to be. But what I love about what Kanter did is, when was the last time a Knicks player would stand up to LeBron James? Now, LeBron was not meaning to take a shot at ntilikina, the Knicks point guard, when he praised Dennis Smith Jr. He even came out and was explicit about it the following day. He said, no, I was taking a shot at Phil Jackson. I don't know, he didn't like what Phil said about him last year, about the posse comment, right? But nevertheless, ntilikina got thrown under the bus. And Kanter, whether it was a reaction to that or whether he saw the opportunity to, Stephen A., as you would say, galvanize the troops, he went at LeBron. He was like, you are not throwing my teammate under the bus. And look, now the Knicks wound up losing the game because the Cavs are better and they have LeBron James and there's only one LeBron. But the Knicks showed fight. The Knicks have been better this season, and that kind of attitude that Kanter showed is what's been missing from the team for a long time. Never mind the talent. That kind of thing. You're not throwing my guy under the bus. I will stand up to King James, and I loved it, Stephen A.
Here's the problem. LeBron was right. I can understand what you're saying about seeing some fight from Enes Kanter. I mean, congratulations. I'm glad you're fighting. You're ready to fight. I'd prefer you averaging 20 and 10 a game. That would be my preference, which he ain't going to do, okay? I'd prefer that. But LeBron was absolutely right. First of all, LeBron's comments were clearly geared towards Phil Jackson. He's absolutely telling the truth. He's been getting at Phil Jackson since Phil Jackson tried to come at him a couple of years ago. He doesn't like Phil Jackson. He doesn't respect Phil Jackson, the executive. He doesn't respect Phil Jackson, the orchestrator. He has no choice but to respect him as a coach because he's an 11-time champion. But Phil was definitely feeling himself. LeBron is one of those people who recognize, like the rest of us do, that Phil Jackson should have been arrested for theft because he stole money from the New York Knicks, stole money from James Dolan, and thank the good Lord he's gone. Now, having said all of that, let's be clear. Frank ntilikina, whatever the hell, ntilikina. Okay, with ntilikina, whatever.
I still can't say the Greek freak's name. Don't worry about it.
Bonsoir, whatever. I don't speak French. Here's the deal. I wish he was back in France based on what I've seen, because I'm not impressed. Now, that doesn't mean that he can't be a good player. I watched this dude last night. No threat offensively whatsoever. It was like 4-on-5 playing on a basketball court. Now, let's juxtapose that to Dennis Smith. Now, let me give you some inside information, Max. The New York Knicks didn't draft Dennis Smith, along with various other teams that passed on him.
Injury worries.
No, it wasn't just injury worries. They were concerned about his behavior. because at North Carolina State, they just were uncomfortable with some things. That's his personal business. I'm not here to get into all of that. I'm here to tell you something right now. I said it the night of the draft that they should have taken him. I said it the day after the draft when they didn't take him. And I'm going to say it right now. They're damn fools for not grabbing him. Phil Jackson should have grabbed Dennis Smith. Because when you talk about basketball and you're looking at that it factor, Molly and Max, that extra something inside of your chest, he has it. Now, he's only shooting 40% from the field, but he's averaging 15 points a game for the Dallas Mavericks. 15 and 5. That's where he's near, okay? This brother can play. Got a lot of heart, makes the highlight reels, goes after it, wants it, is hungry for it, has skill. And what I'm saying is, could you imagine having that with Porzingis in the Mecca with minimal expectations? It's not like Carmelo's there any longer. So you're looking at Carmelo and Porzingis and saying, well, they should be better than I. No. In this case, you would have had a rookie with Porzingis as your number one option, with an upside because you're looking at the team and you're saying, hey, now, obviously you don't draft him. You go out there and you bring Tim Hardaway Jr. I got no problem with the $71 million he's got.
I do.
In today's NBA economy, that's a,
but you could have drafted Dennis Smith Jr.
right,
for nothing.
I'm saying this is after. Remember, Phil Jackson passed on ntilikina.
Right.
Okay. And then Steve Mills, along with Scott Perry, decides to bring Tim Hardaway on board after. So I have no problem with Tim Hardaway being there. But you look at ntilikina, and I'm like, yo, he's a liability offensively.
You're talking about
defensively, no. But offensively, he's a liability.
He's a rookie and he's there for defense. You could see.
I'm just talking about we're going by what we see now.
You are right about what the content of what LeBron said. Was LeBron incorrect in his assessment? No. In fact, Dennis Smith Jr., night of the draft, I was thinking some smart team is going to take him. It doesn't matter where you're drafting because maybe he's the best player in the draft. There was plenty of feeling, if not consensus, that the most talented player in the draft, period, was Dennis Smith Jr. And if you're drafting out of the top 5 and you have a chance to take him, take him. I agree with that. And I agree with LeBron, unless it's an injury. If you're not worried about an injury situation, take him. So LeBron's not wrong about that, but neither is Kanter, because in praising Dennis Smith, he inadvertently threw, it wasn't LeBron's intention, but he threw ntilikina under the bus. And Kanter's like, I don't care if it's on purpose or not, I'm standing up for my guy. And that was an important thing for this Knicks team to do. So whose side am I on? Well, when LeBron starts jawing back at Kanter, instead of being like, look, I didn't mean to throw him. LeBron didn't be like, you know what? Kanter's right. I didn't mean to throw ntilikina under the bus. I'm just praising Dennis Smith. No. LeBron didn't stop there. He said, I wasn't even talking about ntilikina. I'm talking about Dennis Smith Jr. This dude Kanter always has something to say. He kind of wanted Kanter. So during the game, it got chippy, and that's good for the Knicks.